Hello, learners. Welcome to this course titled Research Methods and Statistics, EDU 716. I am Dr. Adenike Oladipo, your course facilitator. Today, we shall be talking about Introduction to Educational Research. Introduction to Educational Research. In the 19th century, we heard about a scientist named Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison. He was a renowned scientist. He discovered or invented the light bulb. But he had to do this experiment for 1,000 times. Today, we talked about Anika Shebrolu, who was just 14 years old when when she performed experiment as a way to discover an end to COVID-19, which was a global pandemic. In humanities and social sciences, there will always be problems, just as we have problems in the world. The most effective means to solve this problem is to conduct a scientific investigation using scientific approach, which may involve collecting data in order to provide solution to the problem. When you carry out such investigation, we say you're carrying out a research. During today's engagement, you will learn about different perspectives of research. You will learn about characteristics of research, uses of research, and research sources of educational research topic. It promises to be an enjoyable engagement. By the end of this interaction, you should be able to define educational research, say the characteristics of research, list uses of educational research, and state sources of research topic in education. First, let us look at the word research. When we say research, what do we mean? Research is a word that has a prefix. The prefix is re, and then it has a verb, which is search. The word re means again, and search means to look for. When you put this together, you would have an idea of what the word research means. Research is a continuous search for understanding of a problem, for gaining understanding into a problem, or for preferring solution to a problem. Shortest word define research as any gathering of data, information, and facts for the advancement of knowledge. For the advancement of knowledge. Anything that you do has the follow scientific methods of doing things, and you gather data and information and analyze such for advancement of knowledge, we describe as research. Let us now look at the word educational research. Educational research. According to J.W. Best and J.V. Kahn, educational research is that activity that is directed towards the development of a science of behavior in educational situations. In a simpler way, we can say that educational research is a kind of systematic investigation in which empirical methods are applied to solving challenges in education. Systematic investigation, empirical methods applied to solving challenges in education. Educational research involves rigorous activity. Data are gathered and analyzed to solve a problem. Let us take a look at the characteristics of research. What are the characteristics of research? So as I said earlier, research is conducted in order to provide a solution to a problem. Once there is a problem, research can be conducted to solve that problem. Research demands expertise or requisite skills to carry out an investigation. You have to acquire certain skills for you to be able to carry out research. Research borders generally on development of generalization principles, concept, theories, methodology, especially in education, methodologies. Research endeavors to apply every possible test to validate procedures employed. Every procedure that is employed in research is validated. Another characteristics of research is that it is based on empirical evidence. Research is based on empirical evidence using structured and controlled observation. Research also entails careful design procedures using analytical means that can be quantitative or qualitative or a combination of both. When you carry out a research, you must have a design that you would use. You must choose a design that best fits the research that you're carrying out. And the method that you would use in analyzing your data, the instrument that you will use, all of these are carefully designed procedures, have carefully designed procedures to follow. When you use quantitative and qualitative, that is the combination of these methods, we say you're using a mixed method. Today in the 21st century, researchers prefer to use mixed method. Research is not only scientific and creative, but also possesses the ethical component. In research, there are certain ways of doing things. You report what you have done, basically, nothing more, nothing less. Research is theory-based and theory-driven. When you carry out a research, it has to be anchored in a theory. That is, it must have a theoretical framework. Let us look at the uses of educational research. I've carried out the research. What are the uses of educational research? What are all the researches that have been carried out in education? What are the uses? First and foremost, research helps to build on the store of knowledge. When you carry out a research, what you're doing is to build on the store of knowledge, is to push forward the frontier of knowledge in that particular area. It also helps to assess and evaluate progress, especially in educational programs. How far have we gone? What progress are we making? Research helps to discover new and creative outcomes. As a result of research, you could come up with new concepts, methodologies, method of doing things, strategies, techniques of doing things, laws, theories. Now, uses of research in education. It has personal and group research work. It has personal and group research work. Educational research one use is it can allow for collaboration. You can carry out your research. You can also collaborate with other people in solving a problem. It can be at an individual, national, and international level. These are the uses of educational research. Now let us look at sources of educational research. What are the sources of educational research? As a would-be or beginner researcher, where are the places where you can get research topics? You could get research topics from previous project research reports. You could visit an e-library or a physical library and ask for project research reports. When you flip through all of this report, you will find a place where the author had already indicated the area of further research. If you are interested in that kind of work, you may pick those areas that have been highlighted. Another source of educational research could be your own personal observation. For instance, if you're a teacher and you're seeing a pattern that is something happening the same way, the same time, over and over again, and it bothers you. Let's say some students are studying hard and they are not passing. Also, students are not because of their background, seem not to be doing well. You may be interested in investigating this problem. So that would be a source of educational research from your own personal observation or experience. You can also search for educational research topic from professional literature or professional journals. We have the local ones, Lagos Educational Review. We have the international one, International Journal of Science Education. When you read all of these, you will see area of further research work that you can push forward. Then professional contact. We have, for instance, Science Teachers Association of Nigeria. We also have Curriculum Association of Nigeria. We have Mathematics Association of Nigeria. We have all of these bodies and professional associations. When you go to their conferences or attend their workshop, an author or a researcher may open up a new research topic area, and that may interest you. So that can be a source of educational research topic. Also, the internet is there for you. Then your research supervisor can also be a source of educational research topic. If your supervisor is already working in a particular area and you're interested in that area, you may be co-opted into it, or you may be asked to work in another area that will be an additional area or research area to the one that your supervisor is working on. So your supervisor can motivate you into a research area. By way of summary, in this engagement, you've learned that educational research is a kind of systematic investigation in which empirical methods are applied to solving challenges in education. You've also learned about sources of educational topics. You've learned about characteristics and uses of research, which include to build on the store of knowledge and helps to ascertain the trends over the year. These are, by way the key point that we have discussed during this engagement. By way of assessment, can you please take your pen and pencil and do this in just 2 minutes? One of the following is not the characteristics of educational research. It's a multiple kind of question, and you have to choose an option. It does not, one of the options says, it does not involve systematic investigation in which empirical methods are applied to solving challenges in education. B says, research demands expertise or a requisite skills to carry out an investigation. C, Research places premium on logical and objectivity. D, research is based on empirical evidence using structured and controlled observation. Choose an option that you think is correct. Number 2 says you are not likely to get a research topic in science education from one of the following sources. A, research supervisor. B, search from the internet. C, Bible Quran. D, previous research projects. Thank you for attempting these two questions. Let's see if you were able to get the two questions correct. Take your pencil and pen and mark yourself. And the answer to question A1 is A. The answer to question 2 is C. Did you get the answers to the two questions correct? Then clap for yourselves. Kudos. By the time we're meeting again, I would want you to have read Basic Methods of Research. Basic Methods of Research. We shall be talking about this in our next engagement. Thank you very much for your attention. See you some other time.